Please welcome Hispanic Heritage Foundation President and CEO, Antonio Tijerino.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches. Yes. Feel like I'm getting a hug from 2,000 people at the same time, and I needed it, believe me. Welcome to the 37th Annual Hispanic Heritage Awards at the Kennedy Center Opera House. We're here. And thank you, Kennedy Center, for once again opening your beautiful home to our community. Aquí estamos, and we look forward to once again sharing our cultural pride, accomplishment, and more than anything, our continued great promise to this country and the world. Sí, aquí estamos. And look at everyone, look at all of you. Everyone who is here is supposed to be here. And yes, we are here. That simple statement means so much. Aquí estamos, de aquí y de allá. And we belong wherever we are, from our home countries to the border, to our communities across America, to right here in Washington, D.C., where the laws and policies that affect us are made. Please remember that those laws and policies that affect our community, especially at the border, please factor in humanity and our values, not just numbers and politics. As my friend and past Hispanic Heritage Awardee, Sister Norma Pimentel, once said, may we be transformed to be agents of mercy, seeking to protect, defend, and uphold the dignity of all people. Sister, stand up. Thank you, sister. She also nudges me and says, Antonio, a little more grace when you fight. But don't get fooled by her grace. Sister es una luchadora feroz. Sister, please, thank you for everything you do and continue to do. And thank you for the reminder that we all share in what you do. But let's also understand that we are responsible for who we put in place to make those laws and policies and represent our values by voting. My daughter, Mercedes, will be voting for the first time in November, and my son, Toñito, and my youngest, Altita, will be voting in the next presidential election. This is personal. Many of us come from countries where your vote doesn't really count. Ask someone from Nicaragua like me, ask someone from Venezuela or Cuba and other countries if the outcome of their elections represented the will of the people. No matter what anyone says, your vote is counted here in the United States of America. Isn't that right, Maria Teresa Kumar? Voto Latino will have registered 2 million Latinos by November, and most are under 25 years old, like my daughter Mercedes. Isn't that right, Hector Sanchez of Mi Familia Vota goes door to door to ensure our voices are heard? And keep in mind that you're not just voting for yourselves, you're voting for resources that your community needs. You're voting for undocumented familia that can't vote but are part of our country. We are very diverse politically as Latinos, but everyone should understand the importance of being counted and should all be counted no matter who you vote for. Just vote. It's a privilege and a right because we all belong, including in the voting booths. So often we don't feel like we belong in our communities and other communities, and that needs to stop. We need to have a better appreciation of each other, a better understanding of each other, a stronger bond with each other. The power of our community is in the power of our complexities, intersections, and of our differences and our commonalities. We need to define ourselves and not let others do it, but that definition needs to be broader and broader and broader. As Latinos, we need to address within our own community rampant racism, homophobia, sexism, ableism, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, colorism, and any kind of bias. And we should know better because we don't like it when we're targeted, yet we turn around and target others and we even target ourselves. And our activism needs to start at our own kitchen tables by standing up for those that aren't in the room, and then carry that advocacy into our social and work spaces. And that includes somebody that doesn't speak English or doesn't speak Spanish. Don't shame them. Someone from Brazil, Haiti, the Caribbean, and the Philippines, my kids are half Filipino, or anywhere. Stop deciding who is or isn't Latino enough, because we are everyone and everyone is us. I said it last year and I'll say it again. We have to deal with imposter syndrome in so many settings. Don't make us have to deal with it in our own community. And I'm proud to announce that we are building a game with Minecraft Education to foment racial solidarity with a parent and teacher's guide. So we're in it together, so let's get together. At the Hispanic Heritage Foundation, we are led by our community. It's not the other way around. We will continue to aggressively and creatively serve our community through workforce, education, culture, social impact for economic mobility, through what I call a malleable mission, a mission that's based on the needs and wants of our community. And we are listening, creating, and then acting, sin frenos. So speaking of belonging, I want to recognize the leadership of Estuardo Rodriguez, Henry Munoz, Jorge Samanillo, and members of Congress from the House, the Senate, including those in this theater, for getting us even closer to a Smithsonian National American Latino on the Mall. And it needs to be on the Mall, where our stories belong. It's important we share 500 years of Latino history and stories, which are American stories, with all of America and the world. Right, John Leguizamo? Who would have thought our at-large professor would be Johnny Legs, right? But we're learning. Thank you for everything you're doing and making sure everybody's getting a history lesson every single time they hear you speak. And never has it been more important to demonstrate the tremendous value our community provides this great country. That great value will be presented through our honorees, presenters, performance, and the stories we will tell, not just in this theater, but on PBS, which will be broadcast on September 27th on PBS stations and streaming on pbs.org and the app. So on behalf of the Hispanic Heritage Foundation Board of Directors, please stand up, Board of Directors. You're all over this theater. And in those boxes. Led by our chair, Elisa Juarez, and for many years was led by my brother, Emmanuel Pleitas, who continues to inspire me and create with me. And on behalf of our hardworking team and contractors that put this all together for months and months and days and nights, and our producer, Connor Coleman, and everyone on our team, and I mean everyone, and on behalf of our co-host organizations and our dedicated sponsors filling this theater with energy and palpable commitment, it is our great privilege to welcome you to the 37th Hispanic Heritage Awards and to Hispanic Heritage Month that starts on the 15th, but unlike most Latinos, we got here early. Culture is important. It inspires, comforts, and galvanizes and unifies. So in unity, please welcome the 2024 Hispanic Heritage Awards honorees for sports, Carmelo Anthony. Stand up, man. For vision, Julio Torres. For entrepreneurship, Rianne Silva. For the arts, Los Ángeles Azules. For fashion, Carolina Herrera. And for legacy, my hero, the great Roberto Clemente. Performing for us will be, from Colombia and all over the world, Morat. From Argentina, Nati Peluso. Bringing the funk from Cuba, Cima Funk will be tearing the roof off the Kennedy Center. Y claro, el orgullo de México, Los Ángeles Azules. And they will be performing with Grammy-nominated Mexican singer and songwriter Jimena Sariñana. Presenting tonight will be past Hispanic Heritage Awardee John Leguizamo. Check out his new show, American Historia, which will be premiering on PBS September 27th, just before the Hispanic Heritage Awards air. Luis Roberto Clemente, the son of Roberto Clemente. Actor Danny Ramirez, star of the upcoming Marvel's Captain America, Brave New World. Actress Paulina Chavez, one of my favorite movies of the year, The Long Game. Emmy-nominated actress Nava Mao for Netflix Baby Reindeer. Actor Harvey Guillen, star of What We Do in the Shadows on FX. Mi amiga, mi vecina, Chef Patty Hinich from Patty's Mexican Table on PBS. The administrator of the United States Small Business Administration, serving on the President's cabinet as the leading advocate for 33 million small businesses, innovation startups, my friend Isabel Guzman. Actress Lisa Vidal, past Hispanic Heritage Awardee and Mr. Everything, all the time, Emilio Estefan. And singer and icon, Lisa Lisa of Lisa Lisa Cult Jam. Lisa Lisa was on the latest episode of the Fritanga podcast that I host, so please check it out and subscribe. But tonight's program will be hosted by actress, producer, writer, and singer Ani Gonzalez. Before I turn it over to Annie, I get the privilege to thank and introduce our amazing partners who made tonight possible. It's inspiring and galvanizing and comforting when your sponsors actually share in your vision and mission. So thank you sincerely for not just your support, but your belief in our organization and our community. So please meet our medallion-level sponsors. From Coca-Cola Company, welcome, Melissa Palacios. From the Friends of the National Museum, Estuardo Rodriguez and Lily Gil Valletta. Representing Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the Hispanic Heritage Foundation, Tia Fuentes. From T-Mobile, our official wireless carrier, Smitty Edward. Representing Google, Melanie Parker. From Nationwide, Lauren Ugolini. We also have my man Isaac Reyes from Target. And representing Netflix will be some of the previews and exciting upcoming projects coming to their platform that we'll see later. So let's give a round of applause to all of these medallion-level sponsors. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our presenting sponsor, Target. But first, a special shout out to my dear friend, Laisha Ward, who recently retired and was pivotal in us getting to 37 years. But tonight, we have another trusted friend representing, who is the Senior Vice President of Enterprise Risk and Government Relations, Isaac Reyes.